Welcome everybody to Monster Jam for the season opener in Atlanta, Georgia. We're your hosts, I'm some random.
I'm Jake.
And let's get into some monster truck action. The first competition we have is going to be racing as we get to the line of trucks. Starting us off, we have Alan Pizzo's Predator. His black cat's ready to give the fans some excitement.
And we have Prowler,
the teammate truck to Predator. And Jim Jack's Reptoid, this Cobra-looking truck.
And we got Bulldozer.
Tom Mentz's ride for the 1999 season, but he's in a different truck this time. And we have the Nitro Machine, corporately sponsored by WCW.
Got Scott Hartsock and the Gunslinger.
A real tough competitor. Tom Mentz and the newly debuting Goldberg Machine. Him and his cousin Rob Nell will be here.
And we got Gravedigger.
Driven by the icon of the sport. As we get into round one of racing, we got Gunslinger versus Predator, Goldberg versus Prowler, Nitro Machine versus Reptoid, and Gravedigger versus the other one. Got Scott Hartsock out of Oldsmar, Florida, and Gunslinger.
And we got out of Nashville, Tennessee, we got Alan Pizzo in Predator.
This is going to be a very good first round race, I think. As Scott Hartsock has some air off of that second ramp. But Predator takes it wide.
Oh, it is Gunslinger.
A very nice first round race. But Predator takes it a little bit too wide in the turn. As we get a replay on that Gunslinger run. Got a bit of air off of that second jump there.
Definitely did. Took the turns very nice, too.
Unfortunately for a Predator, he gets beaten by the gunsmith. That is Scott Hartsock. Dave Pizzo, the Prowler teammate to Predator.
And from Paxton, Illinois, we got Tom Mentz in Goldberg.
A brand new truck at that. Sponsored by WCW. As we have a pretty even start here. As they go into the turn.
Looks like Tom may have the corner.
Oh, this is going to be close here. That is Goldberg there. A very good first race for the newly debuting truck. It was very fast down the straightaway and very smooth through the turn. That'll give Tom Mentz and Goldberg the round one racing win. Jim Jack out of Minton, Florida, driving Reptoid.
And we got Joe Payne out of Atlanta, Georgia, driving WCW Nitro.
A very good start here. Oh, Nitro Machine hits the pole and doesn't fully hit the ramp. That'll give him a penalty. As it's a very obvious round one win for Reptoid. That was a very unfortunate run for Joe Payne.
Yeah, he got on those two wheels. Reptoid took the corners nice and smooth, though.
And a very
racing win.
Some good air off that final car as well, or ramp. Rob Nell out of Paxton, Illinois, driving the Bulldozer.
We got Dennis Anderson out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, driving Gravedigger.
The icon of the sport versus Tom Mentz's cousin. Oh, Gravedigger hits that pole. That'll give him a penalty.
Oh, they both go around the corner. Nice. Bulldozer with the lead, looks like.
Nice win from Bulldozer as Dennis Anderson almost goes for a wild ride after the finish. Tom Mintz with his first round win. And a really smooth turn there at the end. For the semifinals, we have Gunslinger versus Goldberg and Reptoid versus Bulldozer. Let's see who'll move on to the finals. As we got both of these animal trucks going up against each other. Oh, smooth turn from Rob. Ooh, that is close, but Reptoid doesn't fully hit the racing ramp. Straight on, so that'll be Bulldozer. We got Scott Hartsock and Tom Metz going against each other. Oh, on two wheels for both of them.
Both took the turns wide.
And what a run for Scott. As we get into the final race. Gunslinger versus Bulldozer. Who's going to take the racing win here in Atlanta, Georgia? So we get down into...
It's going to be Bulldozer.
Well, that's a smooth turn from both. Oh, that is close. That is very close. We're going to need a replay on that. And coming down to the final one. That looks like it's Gunslinger there. Just barely, by a hair. And that'll be the racing portion of Atlanta. We'll see y'all for the next portion for some monster truck freestyle. It's time for some monster truck freestyle action for the Georgia Dome. Last time here we saw Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger take the racing win. Who will be our freestyle winner? Let's get into the line of trucks so you know who's going to be freestyling here. Alan Pizzo's Black Cat Predator is out here for some nice freestyle action.
We have Prowler.
A tiger, I believe, as well, or a panther. Jim Jack's Reptoid with the blowing the smoke out of the hood.
Got Rob Neal and Bill Bulldozer.
On a odor chassis as well, as we got Joe Payne's in the new corporately sponsored Nitro machine.
We got Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger.
With that checkered flag. Tom Mance in the newly debuting Goldberg machine for its first ever freestyle.
And we got Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger. The icon of the sport.
And with the newly rebuilt chassis as well. Alan P's own Predator's up first for freestyle. Let's see what he'll give us with this Black Cat. The orange chassis really mixes well with the black body with a nice sky wheelie.
It really does.
As he's going for the tough truck jumps over here.
He gets a nice little bit of air off of those jumps.
He's keeping up the momentum, but he's not really going big.
Might have to step it up a little bit.
Nice racing lane hit there.
What is he gonna hit?
Going for the red lane. Nice slap wheelie. As he's turning it around, he's going for that single car out there.
Nice.
Into a slap wheel.
Wheelie. And a slap wheelie. Very nice.
The end of his 90 seconds is almost up. As he's gone for the other tough truck ramps over there. Not a lot of big moments, but it's definitely enough to give him a score. As he gets one last hit off the back of the cars.
Alan Pizzo had a decent run. Just didn't have that much big hits, but still was a decent run, enough to get him some points for the score.
That very first sky wheelie was really good too. Smashed the roof of that car in on it.
This right here was definitely a wow factor. Got a wheelie into a slap wheelie.
He tried to go for a double slap wheelie, but just couldn't get the power into it. And one last sky wheelie. Not as good as the first one, but really good. Alan Pizzo and Predator getting a score of a 20.
Alright, we got Dave Pizzo in the Prowler.
The teammate to Predator, driven by Alan's brother, as it looks like he's starting off with the racing lane.
Nice.
Nice jump there. He's turning it around to go over the yellow lane, looks like.
There's some decent air for the yellow lane there. Not a lot, but decent.
No, he doesn't have the speed that Predator did, though.
Yeah.
Red lane hit here. As he gets a wheelie out of it. Not sure what animal Prowler's based off of, as he goes for them bumps there. I think it's a tire, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But yeah, like you say, you never know.
Nice yellow car hit, or single car hit. There's a wheelie out of it.
Nice small one. Going for the tough truck jump lane.
Very
decent.
Looks like he's going for the racing lane one final time as his 90 seconds is up here. Not a lot of momentum like Predator had, but he did have some good moments.
Yeah, definitely had good moments like this this hit right here on the lane with the crushing cars, red lane.
Dave Pizzo and Prowler gets a score of 15. Next up, Jim Jack's Reptoid Machine. As it looks like he's going for the yellow lane first with some big air.
He's been doing good this season, so let's see what he can do.
As he goes for the back of the yellow lane, blowing some smoke out for the fans. That'll surely get him some extra points with the judges.
Going back to the racing lane, opposite direction.
First time anyone's done that so far. As it looks like he's gone for the single car.
Yep, tries to get a slap wheelie. Small slap wheelie.
Going for the red lane. With some more smoke.
Nice little hit right there.
Jim Jack and Reptoids keeping the momentum going.
Going over the tough truck lane. Not built for monster trucks, but drivers still hit them.
Looks like he's trying to get some cyclones out of it here. Oh, and he gets it going. On this tacky Georgia clay. As his time is about to end here. With one final clean hit.
Nice. Blowing the smoke.
As his time is over. Very good run from Jim Jack's Reptoid with a lot of good moments.
Had a good, nice little bit of air off of that yellow lane right there. Also blowing the smoke.
He seems to really like blowing that smoke whenever he gets it the front end high in the air.
Definitely. Another nice hit off of the yellow lane right here. Some more smoke.
Nearly went off sideways, giving Jim Jack and Reptoid score of a 24.
All right, we got Rob Neal and Bulldozer coming out next.
Tom Mentz's cousin, by the way. That's some big air there.
Wow. That was big air to start it off.
You know, Tom Mentz drove Bulldozer for the 1999 season, and now his cousin's in here driving it for the 2000 season. On the same,
like Tom.
And this is the same chassis that Tom used as well.
If he's anything like Tom, I'm sure he can pull out some sort of moves. Nice.
Very nice slap wheelie.
Yellow lane hit.
He barely won racing, but just barely lost by a hair to Scott Hartsock.
Yeah. Going back over the racing lane.
Can't go too fast on that jump ramp right there. You'll go into the walls.
Yeah. Going for the red lane, looks like. Yep. Nice air. Nice wheelie.
Oh, pogoed it. For those who don't know, a pogo is when you bounce it on a wheelie. Some more nice racing lane air.
Time's nearing his end here. One final hit.
Looks like he's going for the red lane for it. Oh, clips that car. Very good run from Bulldozer. Had a lot of good moments.
Definitely. Had a nice wheelie off of that red lane right there.
And on his final hit, he clipped the car, flipped it over. Rob Nell and Bulldozer takes the lead with a 28. Joe Payne driving the corporately sponsored Nitro machine. Starting it out with them bumps over there.
Looks like he's going to go for the car right there.
Nitro machine's running on the old Gravedigger 3 chassis, by the way. With a nice double slap.
Really nice double slap wheelie right there.
This is a shorter wheelbase truck compared to most. It's a nice hit right there.
Oh, nice. With a nice slap wheelie over the racing lane.
Looks like he's going for the red lane here.
Nice air.
Oh. Really testing them shots out.
And that car caught the back wheels there.
Some nice air. Them 3D flames on the side of the truck really make it look nice. Alongside those flashing lights.
Going over the tough truck jumps. Ramps. We near the final few seconds of his time here.
Very nice red lane hit there. As his time is up. Looks like he's gonna get one more hit for the fans off the back of the yellow lane. With a nice sky wheelie. Very good run from the Nitro machine. And with a good couple of moments as well, like this wheelie here.
Definitely. And then he came over the red racing lane, clipped the back wheels, clipped the car right there.
Joe Payne Nitro machine getting a score of a 23 as we got
Scott Hartsock and Gunslinger.
Your racing winner as well with that checkered flag. Got some nice air there to start off.
Going over the racing lane on the other side now. Nice air.
He's really giving the fans what they want here.
More nice air over the red lane. A
really good run from the Gunslinger so far. With a nice
He's
short sky wheelie. Or wheelie.
He's
Ooh, some
definitely
nice
keeping up
air.
the momentum.
Yeah, he's definitely got the momentum here. Going for the back of the racing line. With some nice sky wheelie.
Was this gonna go for the yellow racing lane, possibly? Oh, going for the tough truck ramp right there.
This is a good run so far. I wonder if he'll take the lead from Rob.
Looks like it. Nice air over the red racing lane.
But you know, it's up to the judges who wins this. Looks like he's going for some donuts on two wheels. Oh, and that's unfortunate for Scott Hartzog. Rolling over the truck in the final couple of seconds trying to get some donuts out of it. Scott Hartzog and Gunslinger getting a score of a 25. Rob Nell is still in the lead as we got Tom Enns and Goldberg coming up next. Debuting this truck for its first ever freestyle in the Georgia Dome. Looks like he's going for the back of the yellow lane.
Some small air off of the yellow racing lane right there.
Hopefully he can keep up the momentum.
Yeah, he's definitely got it.
Going for the red lane here.
Nice.
Not much air you can get off of the back of them car lanes anymore. The cars are crushed. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice wheelie there. As he goes for the yellow car down there.
Gets a small slap wheelie, not a big one.
Well, nice sky wheelie there. Oh, lifting the tire up.
Going back over the racing lane. Back at racing lane.
Looks like he's going for some cyclones.
Nice cyclones.
The second truck to get some cyclones on this tacky Georgia clay. With a smooth run over the car there as his time is up. Anything now is just for the fans.
Oh! Nice air.
Oh, sliding into that car. What a run. That was a nice finish for the fans.
He had a lot of good momentum in this run and good wow factors. Got some nice air right there off of the yellow car lane.
I think people are going to remember that ending for a while. I thought he was going to go over there.
Definitely slams the front to the car.
Tom Enns and Goldberg getting a score of a 29.
And coming up next, we got Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger out of Double Hills, North Carolina.
They rebuilt Gravedigger 7 for the 2000 season. Instead of using the GD12 that he used last season. Oh, he catches the car.
He's dragging the car with him.
Man, he took that car out of there. Looks like he's going sideways over the cars.
Nice. First person we've seen to do that tonight.
I think the judges will give him some extra points for something unique.
Definitely.
Nice sky wheelie there. Into a slap wheelie.
Over the red lane again.
Dennis Anderson, the icon of the sport. And the guy, inventor of freestyle.
Going over the yellow lane. Get some nice air. Decent air off of the yellow lane right there.
I don't know if we'll have much of these cars left to get to the junkyard after this.
Definitely. They're tearing them up. It's what the fans like to see, though.
Some more nice air.
We're rounding up to the final seconds here of his time.
As his time ends here. as that'll be the last thing they score with a nice lap wheelie out of it. Whoa, on one wheel there for a little bit. Luckily, it sets it back down. Looks like he's going for over these cars sideways here for the fans.
Nice.
Oh, on two wheels. Oh, and on his lid. What a run from Dennis Anderson. Some good moments from the run as well. That'll surely give him a high score. Especially with him getting this insane moment here at the end of his run.
Definitely. He had a lot of momentum in this run, too. He just kept keeping it up.
Took out one of his lights, so he's going to have to repair one of them headlights. And he finished.
He had to repair.
And he finished it in Dennis Anderson fashion with a crash. And Gravedigger will be your freestyle winner with a score of a 30. Thank you all for watching the freestyle action. This was Atlanta, Georgia, and we'll see y'all next time on TNN's Motor Madness.